Hello everybody, welcome to the Budnick's Aquarium for another video. So today I'm going to show you that I got some cool things for my tank. I got some more plants, and there are these guys, and I am so sorry. A lot of you people probably know what this plant is, but I'm eventually going to make a whole wall and for the back, so it kind of covers so I don't have to get a background or anything. But it's actually like growing like crazy. This is the original plant, and I've just been taking little pieces off, and they've just been growing like crazy. This is the original plant, and it's actually coming off, and it's actually been branching off, and it'll lift up, and it'll make it even bigger than what it is now. It's super pretty, and it's almost turning like a red color towards the top of the tree or the plant, and I think it's Ligwigia, but I could be wrong. Like I said, I bought two more sprouts of it, and I'm just putting it in the good soil right now to let it take off and everything. But it is probably one of my favorites. And then this guy, he's growing like crazy. You see the roots that come off? I just cut it every so often, and then I replant it. And that's how I'm getting all these little guys to pop up. That's what I love about these plants. You could just kind of take them and spread them around. You buy a bulk of them, like a clump of them, let them grow, and then when they start having the little roots come out, and you could replant them. I got some more rainbows. I'm about done. This tank's pretty crowded. I got a little crazy. I fell in love with rainbow fish. I've never had them before, and my local fish store had them, and I'm like, well, they're $17.99 a fish. They're pretty expensive at my fish store. I mean, at PetSmart, they're like $12.99, but I go to a local fish store, support mom and pop fish stores. But yeah, when you get them at the fish store, they're just totally bland, like they're just like silver. And I'm like, what are these? I've never really looked into them, and then I put them in my tank, and they just blow up with color. That's a Boesemani, which is like the normal, most common rainbow fish of them all. And they're very, very active. And then, of course, this gorgeous, I have 3 of them. I had 4, one of them passed away. But anyway, so that's the Highland, according to, he had like 4 different types. I picked 1 of each, and then I got 2 of the Boesemanis, but that's red Iranian. And when I first got him, he was silver, and he's slowly turning red. He's actually super big compared to the other rainbows. He's absolutely gorgeous though. And his scales are actually silver, and then like when he turns, sometimes he looks yellow, and then he looks red. He's going through the color like the transformation. When I first got the angels though, they're about the size of my finger, like the fingertip, and now they've gotten pretty big. Where's the biggest one? He's the biggest one. Oops. Yeah, he's the biggest one. My wife named them all. I don't remember all their names, but they're awesome, awesome. Oh yeah, and then I got this is the teal. You can't really tell by the camera view, but when you look away, his dorsal fin, not his dorsal fin, his tail fin is slightly purple if you look at it right, and then it gets really teal towards the back. It's really pretty fish. They're super friendly. They don't attack anything, and that was my big concern about the angels, because there's a lot of fin nippers out there, and they could hurt the angelfish. But then there's my scissor tails, and they've grown tremendously in my 75-gallon tank. That's one thing that's cool about a big tank like this, is that a lot of fish, they just grow so fast. And I think it's because of the extra room they get. This is it's a 4-foot long, 75-gallon fish tank. And I don't remember the depth, but it's pretty wide. It goes out to my elbow crease here. I'm a pretty big guy too, so I think it's 4 foot by, I could be wrong, 4 foot by 1.5 foot, which if it's longer than a 50-gallon by quite a bit, or wider than 55-gallon. But my live plants have just been going really crazy. I don't have CO2. I've been putting fertilizer in the water. That's Ludwigia. I'm so sorry. I'm terrible with names. And then that's another one that I took. And there's Anubis. And then there's Swordtail back there, or Amazon Swordtail back there. And this looks kind of stupid back there. I got to find a more natural looking decoration. But everybody, if you watch my last video, everybody needs to get an air stone in their tank. The fish need it. Just you can't rely on your filter for aeration. I thought I could, but I learned a lesson. But this tank has just been so fun. I haven't had one since high school, and I'm 26 now, so it's been a blast. We have a little one on the way, so hopefully they can enjoy the fish tank like I do. I have a lot of thermometers. I put them all over the place just to make sure I'm not getting false readings. It's a little overboard, but I just keep it right at 78 degrees. And I got this really cool thermometer from Amazon, and it tells you, it just sticks to the glass and it tells you exactly what it is. You can change it to Celsius if you're into that, which we Americans live Fahrenheit, so yeah. I mean, look at that plant. It's just branching out and then they slowly lift back up. It's just an awesome, awesome plant. My Gouramis are being shy. Usually they're the bullies of the group, and they're not even bullies. They're just a lot more active than they are. I gave them a big dinner of brine shrimp and bloodworms today, so they're pretty happy. I gotta clean the aquarium glass. It's getting a little algae bloom in the glass. But that's the way it goes when you keep the light on more than 8 hours a day like I do. But yeah, I just wanted to make a little video, let you guys know what's going on. And here's all my foods. I kind of feed them everything. I just feed them the Omega-1. That's what I've been using forever. And here's my brine shrimp, which I know there's hundreds of different brands out there you could buy. And then here's my shrimp pellets that I feed for the Corys and the Boesemani. And then of course that's not food, that's aquarium test strips. You gotta test your aquarium, people. And then my algae wafers for my Placo. And then what I do is I put the brine shrimp in there because it's freeze dried, and I let it soak for a little bit before I feed the fish. But by the glass you can't really tell, but it is just crystal clear for these fish. And a lot of people don't realize that our aquarium, it actually smells like dirt. It's just bizarre. When an aquarium is cycled and you don't have ammonia spikes or anything like that, your aquarium should smell earthy. And that's what I just got a big whiff of when I opened my tank, when I opened my glass. But yeah, this has just been so fun for me. Just seeing these fish just develop in their habitat, and hopefully they're all happy. I think they are. Yeah, they're pretty much out of the water now. Uh-oh. The Placo keeps uprooting some of the plants and I have to replant them, but that's the way it goes. But until next time, I'll keep making updates on the rainbows. I mean, just get a quick visual of how they look now. In about a couple weeks I'll make another one, and they're just super, super happy. Alright guys, until next time, you all take it easy and be safe. Thank you.